Namaste. Let us discuss further about the subject of spiritualism. The ABCDs of what is the spirit, how does spiritualism differ from spirituality, what is awareness, what is consciousness, what is to be spiritual, what role does it play in our life, etc., etc. The spirit, as I spoke earlier, is aware conscious energy. It is that principle which makes the body and mind aware and conscious. Without that, both the mind as well as the body would be dead meat. It would not be conscious of anything that it perceives and conceives. It is for this reason that we are considered as a composite unit of body, mind and soul. Again, the question comes, what is the soul? It is very easy to use this conceptualized word called soul, but what is the soul? In its rightful meaning, I feel very few of us can properly define what the soul is. First of all, when we come to know what is the spirit, meaning that it is aware conscious energy, it is that Brahm, which our ancient sages thousands of years considered the universe as Brahman, with one and only energy called Brahm, or the spirit. Spirit is a Greek word which refers to spiritus, meaning breath. And similarly, Brahm is that life energy which makes us aware and conscious. It is that prana, that pran, that air energy which flows into every living creature. It connects us with everything and everybody. You and I are connected through air energy. So spirit was later understood by science as energy, which they elaborated, inspired by the Upanishads, under the head quantum mechanics, the theory of quantum mechanics and physics, which says or which states, identical to Shanti Mantra, under its law of conservation of energy, that energy remains constant, indivisible, neither can it be created nor can it be destroyed, and is the one and only existent in this universe. Spiritualism deals with the subject of life, with the connection of the universal spirit, the free and flowing spirit, entering, penetrating into the human mind. Now what happens? When the universal spirit enters into the human mind, it gets entrapped. When it is behaving as the universal aware energy, it is referred to as Para Brahman, the supreme energy, the Paratma, the energy in equilibrium. But when it enters the human mind, it gets entrapped into becoming an individual soul, which we call it as a soul. Soul contains the total awareness, the total spiritual aware energy, the intensity of that aware energy. The suffix used after the aware energy is considered as awareness, which is the most important to us. Why? It makes our mind conscious. It makes our mind first aware, and then it makes our mind after that conscious. So that Paratma now turns into Antaratma, meaning from beyond Atma, from above Atma, it lowers down to internal Atma, Antaratma. Its role is to watch and witness the mind. If you notice, whenever you go beyond any limits, there's a subtle voice which checks you, tells you not to do. See, even if you are overeating, there will be a subtle voice telling you, stop, you've had enough. But then desire is another energy which is equally strong. If the desire is intense, it does not listen to that subtle voice. And for that reason our sages said, the Antaratma, which is the divine within us, the potential divine, remains dormant and asleep, passive, until and unless it is awakened. So spiritualism is the study of that, the study of the soul, the Antaratma, gradually extending into the mind, making it aware, and after that conscious, to experience the dualities of life and its opposites of God and the devil, positive and negative, day and night, male and female, good and bad, happiness and sadness, right and wrong, etc., etc. So the awareness extends, the absolute awareness, the non-dual awareness extends into thoughts, making it conscious, subconscious, unconscious, etc., and it separates into duality and opposites for the mind to choose, experience and infer for its self-interest. So the whole study of the spirit traveling and flowing through the mind, how it behaves and gradually turns into consciousness, the aware energy being the force of energy, radiating a field of energy called consciousness. And again the suffix of NESS after conscious is reflecting how conscious you are of every thought and experience that you enact. That is what is the study of spiritualism. Thank you. Namaste.